Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Now here's Booker. Here's the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
How about Booker playing a little bit of cat and mouse, smart enough to know when it's better to pull up.
Here's Carrington. Pass to Sarr. Goes back up. That shot missing. Great D that time from Allen.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Booker can't get it to go.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Releases. And another miss by Washington.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
And it's Booker again missing. And Washington with possession. It's a three-point game. McDaniels can't hit.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. We talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker, and Coach said first, we've got to be on him at all times, and second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him. Trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker, that's the name of the game here, guys.
Allie, thank you. Pass to Adebayo. Lets the three fly. Knocks it down from distance.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
Here's Carrington. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
B.A., I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
And stolen by Booker. Tries again. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Booker to the middle. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's James. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And they pick up 2.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
And a fast break now for the Wizards. Here's Kamari. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That free throw misses.
2 shots.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Miami leading by 8. For 3, Booker. Sarr pulls it in.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's James. And he jams it down right on top of Jared Allen.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Now here's Booker. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Carrington. Yet to see a basket. Misses the layup.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Now here's Booker. Allen outside. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Washington.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
Devin Booker is a two-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a three-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
The Wizards trail by 8. James deciding where to go with it. It's McDaniels on the wing. Fast break, Miami. Lays it up and banks it in. Give him 8 points. Now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats. Miami.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Washington. Trailing by 10. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 14-4 run. And there's the screen. He shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
Miami foul. Lonzo Ball. First personal foul.
Here's Johnson off the inbound pass.
They haven't had that much success in the paint.
Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Here's Ball. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
There's 1:47 left now in the first quarter. Outside Johnson. Pass to Gobert. And here's Bull. 5 on the clock. Over Jones. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Miami leading by 12. To the inside. Ware. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Gobert. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. On the wing, Jones. Three-pointer. Avdia pulls it in.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
From deep, Johnson. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. It's stolen by Johnson. McDaniels from long range. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. Oh, Grant, they're on a nice run right now.
Yeah, offensively, they're making things look easy.
A deep three from Ball. And again, no good by Miami. Outside McDaniels. And so it's the Miami Heat up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points, a key to... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Such a creative player. Ball is especially clever at figuring out ways to draw fouls.
Good on the second one. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Three-point field goal.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
5 to shoot. Here's Avdia. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The painted area is not for the faint of heart, and Avdia making some contact happen. I love that.
Avdia taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Avdia.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
There's Ball with a 3. Rebound, Washington.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's Coulibaly missing. Heat leading by 16. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 13 points in the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
And Adebayo slams it in.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Wizards record. Let's give him a big hand.
Here's James.
Rapid performance.
Watch it.
From outside the arc. Cranes the triple. James has got 7 points in the game.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
First personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Miami.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Rebound by the Heat.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
With the step back. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Wizards trail by 17. Back to James. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. He's made 3. He's missed 3 so far. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. He can't get it to go. McDaniels with some nice D. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. That's the first game of a 6-game road trip. Outside Bull. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. Deflected. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Now, into the lineup for your Wizards. Number 4, Dalton Knecht.
The 3 is up. Another miss. 6 makes, 6 misses so far. And here's the fast break. Pulls up. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Miami leading by 17. Drives to the hoop. And the shot's good. 17 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to connect. Here's Bull. Now, here is James. Drops in the 3. James has got 10 points in the game.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Here's Adebayo. And it's finished off by Adebayo.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. James with the ball. He's got 10. And it's all from 3-point range. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Assisted.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And James throws it down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Assist from
Well, Jared Allen getting open off the screen and roll, such a big target.
Now James, 12 points for him. Then slam dunk by James.
2 minutes.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Allen on the wing. .143 left in the second quarter. That one goes in. 21 points in the game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
James, right side. Ball with the rebound. Heat leading by 20. Up and in on the layup.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Down low. Shot's good by Sarr.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Booker. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. The Wizards trail by 21. Outside McDaniels. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Carrington no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Booker. Pass to Allen. Back to Booker. From deep. He can't get that one to fall.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Washington shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
The Wizards. Yay! 1 shot.
And so it's the Miami Heat up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close.
Your Wizards.
Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be back in a moment. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Heat leading by 19. Goes. Count it. He's got 25.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Carrington. No points so far. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kamari. Adebayo grabs the board. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Here's Carrington. James outside. For 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Off the mark, his 6th miss in 13 tries. Miami leading by 23. This one for 3. James with the rebound.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
To the left side wing. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal.
Washington shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And he drops the first.
For 2. Yay!
Both free throws good from James. And here are the Heat now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Miami, number 11.
And so he makes both from the line. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
DC Finley, make some noise.
Going inside. Great D that time from Allen.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Second person.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. EA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. And again, Washington, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
4-3. James with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Washington. Driving in.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Heat leading by 21. It's Booker on the wing. Looking to end this cold spell. It's hauled in by Carrington.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
James. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Bam Adebayo. That free throw good from James.
For Washington.
Miami making a switch here. Both free throws good from James. And it's Miami's ball. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. To the paint. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Assisted by.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Sarr. Cranked it in off the glass.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Inside. Oh, deflected. Here's the break. Here's Carrington. Sarr misses. Miami leading by 19. Out left to the wing. Here's Adebayo. Drops one in from the wing. Adebayo's got 9. And it's Washington with the ball. Now, here is James. Give him 20. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Pass to Allen. Adebayo with it. 3-pointer off the mark. James outside. It's McDaniels on the wing. Spins. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
No good on that one.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Heat leading by 18. Ball outside. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Jones. Outside for Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
4th personal foul.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Here's Carrington. Still no points. Pass to George. Over Jones. George's shot is off. Ball surveys the floor. That one falls.
Lonzo Ball.
Ball's got 5 now.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Here's Carrington. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. And he converts the layup.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And here's Ball. 5 points in the game. The rebound by the Wizards. There's a minute 40 left in the third. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Carrington. Avdia outside. Count the basket. He's got 6.
Avdia has added some strength to the frame, and he puts it to work right there.
Outside Jones. Beasley outside. Jones sets a screen to the paint. George with a steal. And the shot goes.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so it's Miami looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds.
The Heat, 58.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Possession.
Boy, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
Heat leading by 17. Booker fires from way outside. And the ball out of play. The Wizards will have it.
Basketball.
Avdia with it. Down low. Here's Coulibaly. And it's Miami with a rebound. Now Booker. Allen outside. Clock at 6. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Wizards trail by 17. Here's Avdia. Kicks it to George. Avdia outside. Here's Connect. And another shot. The rebound by Allen. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Wizards ball.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th.
I like the effort Booker gives on defense, especially when he pressures the shooter.
To the wing on the left. Buries it from 3. 32 points in the game for him.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Off the outside. Has to connect. Out on his own on the break. And there's the rejection. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And the Heat making a change here.
Number 7, Khalil.
And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Number 11.
Yep, count it.
Yeah, there's such a smoothness to his game. What a soft finger roll.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Yeah, good whistle there.
First personal foul. First
That
team
free
foul.
throw good from James.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from James. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Heat leading by 20. Pass to Ball. The three is up. McDaniels with the rebound.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And James puts up a deep three. Rebound Miami. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Steps back. Pass to Ware. James outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Third personal
I love the intensity he's brought to the floor since halftime in constant attack mode.
for the Wizards.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from James. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Ball. Now here's Booker. From downtown. Again, the Heat misses.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Here's Kamari. James outside. Just 5 to shoot. And it's James with the jam.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. Shakes him. And the layup is good. He's got 36 points. Wizards trail by 18. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Tipped. And here's Booker. And Booker gets double teamed. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Carrington.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And the Heat lead by 19.
They have no answer defensively inside.
James outside. Uses the glass on the layup. James has got 18 points now here in the second half.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Miami leading by 17. Lets it fly. Rebound by the Wizards. Out to the wing. And he jams it home with authority.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Family, let's hear it one more time for your Wizards Hype Squad.
Wizards trail by 17. Puts it up from the high post. No luck on that one. So it's Miami now. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Robbed. It's James on the wing. There's the triple. Nails it from 3. James has got 37.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Bam Adebayo.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Pass to James. Ball with a steal. And they're on the run. And he's going for the oop here. Can't get it to drop.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
James with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Sarr. Over Adebayo. Sarr misses. Heat leading by 17.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Heat.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Pass to Sarr. Here's Kamari. Can they get it? And it's Miami with a rebound.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And the Wizards with possession here. Back to James. There's a screen. Basket's good. James has got 39.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. This one wasn't even close.